Greetings everyone, my name is Algee and this is Tales of Xillia on the Sunny's PlayStation 3. Let's continue the story here in front of this big temple. Gaius is waiting for us inside, and Gallus is in his former, Gaius's former castle, so I'm really sure that we have to do something against that. Let's go inside and let's see what will happen. Worship hall.
You've come.
So in the end, you've chosen to trust that man. You're more naive than I thought, Maxwell.
Tell us what your purpose is for bringing us here.
We will stand and fight against those invaders. If you intend to challenge them yourselves, we won't attempt to stop you.
But first, there's something you need to tell us. I want you to tell us what you know about the schism.
What's that?
Two millennia ago, I cast the spirit art, Schism. It created a new world and sealed it away. That world is yours. It is known as Riza Maxia.
Did Milla just say that she created the entire world? Wow! She's like a goddess or something!
It was for protecting spirits and humans.
Riza Maxia is sealed. That implies the existence of another world outside the schism, does it not?
Yes. And that world is called Olympius. I was gravely mistaken about the Lance of Kresnik's true purpose. Exodus convinced Noctigal that it was a weapon, but all along they were plotting to create a device that would dispel the schism.
Dispel the schism? To what end?
I do not know. I wonder if perhaps they were looking for a means to siphon mana back to Olympius.
No. All Exodus ever wanted was to go home. Back home to Olympius. It's all we've wanted for more than 20 years since we became trapped in Riza Maxia. We needed to find a way to either break through the schism or dispel it completely.
But in order to dispel the schism, they would have to find a way to eliminate its creator.
I see. So that's why Exodus kept trying to kill you.
It doesn't add up. What is Gillen's master plan?
I'm confused. I still don't understand.
Gillen's actions are not going to get Exodus home any faster.
He didn't need to bring the whole Olympian army. In unifying Riza Maxia, that was never our original intention. Gillen must intend to make use of Riza Maxia with the schism intact, but for what purpose? That's it. The Otherworld reactor plan. What?
Huh? The hell's that?
Most folks knew it as the Spirit Fuel Plan.
That sounds bad.
I remember my cousin telling me about it when I was still a kid back on the other side. Something about capturing spirits and using them as fuel for Spyrexes.
So you're saying Gillen's ultimate goal is to corral all the spirits?
But that doesn't make sense either. If all he wants is spirits, then why bother with the lies? Unless... He's planning on trapping us in Rize Maxia for our mana lobes.
He seeks to use the people of Rize Maxia as a power source? The man is insane.
Gilland most likely returned to Exodus HQ on the ocean. The Olympian army is with him, so getting there by boat won't be easy.
Well then, perhaps we can commandeer one of the flying ships they have, docked at Cambalar.
Oh yeah, right. Because that sounds easy.
It may indeed be our only option.
Very well. We attack tomorrow.
Wait a minute, Gaius. Aren't we gonna team up on this? I mean, we both want the same thing, so...
It's not a social gathering.
Just how stupid are you anyway?
It was Maxwell who created the schism, and trapped us all inside of it in the first place. Imprisonment is not so easily forgiven. It's entirely possible we may end up fighting each other again.
I'm sure you can understand why we're not ready to get all buddy-buddy with you.
Like I said, do what you want. Just make sure to stay out of our way.
Can you believe it? The nerve of those guys!
They must be short-handed. Why else would they share that kind of information with us?
Despite what they said, I still believe that they are counting on all of us.
For now, at least.
Whoa, that was a bit too much information for for this short time. So that schism thing is some kind of spell what Milla casted, and it was to seal away Rize Maxia and that Olympia thing, and the Exodus wants to go back to the other side. I don't know. There are 2 rooms on the 2nd floor. Lord Wingle invites you to use them as you see fit. Oh. We need to rest in preparation for tomorrow. Oh, really? Aw, I'm so tired. So much has happened. Gaius and his chimera, whatever, think they are such hot stuff. Come tomorrow, we will wipe the smirks off their faces. Alvin knows too much. I'll go alone if I have to. And what about you, Rowan? It may take a little time for me to process this information. Yeah, for me too. And did I notice it right that actually Alwyn is from the other side? And that's why he is part of the Exodus? I don't know. Let's hear the conversations as
Perhaps
usual.
this is the opportunity to speak to Wingle that I've been waiting for.
Really? And where are the other conversations? We had a load of them before we entered this place. Where to go? Shall I go up here? Yeah, here are the 2 rooms where we can sleep. And maybe at the other end too. I don't know what will trigger the resting. Not this for sure. Oh, not even this. Where is the door? So the story got kinda complicated, and I'm not really sure that I understand it completely. But anyways, it's a kinda nice thing, a kinda nice touch Stoke. I cannot go that way. Why not? Gaius and the others went that way. Let's check what's outside of the place. Party membership. Whoa! Here they are. Let's talk to Agria.
What do you want?
It's about Zhao.
He's dead. Did you think he somehow survived that?
Know what I heard? I heard he died protecting a spoiled little brat and her stuffed dolly. A fitting end for a foolish old man. How could you? Don't you talk that way about him! You got a problem with me saying the truth?
That's enough, Agria.
It's not even close to enough. The lives of the Chimeriad belong to His Highness. But that old fool threw his away for some sniveling brat.
That's true, but his sacrifice did give His Highness a chance to escape.
He was an idiot right until the end. Always giving me candy when he saw me, like I was some sort of little kid. He just needs to die already.
He did. With Zhao gone, the offensive might of the Chimeriad has diminished sharply.
Bah! I'm all the offensive we need. That goes for you too, Grandma. No one will miss you when you kick off.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Just you watch. I'll protect His Highness all by myself.
I'm getting a headache. How am I supposed to relieve this stress when there's no one left to talk to or have a drink with?
So, that's it? We're never gonna see Zhao again.
Well, this Agria girl is really annoying. Maybe a bit more annoying than the Musée or whatever that spirit is called. It would be really interesting to check the original Japanese voice of these characters. I'm really sure that Agria is much more annoying like that. Alrighty, Wingle.
Wingle, there's something I would like to ask you. Am I correct in my understanding that you led Arjul's armies at Fezabel Marsh? Using boosters to move through the marsh was a brilliant strategy.
Are you mocking me? That strategy played right into Gillen's hands.
You aren't the only one who failed to see through Gillen's facade. I share the same shame.
I didn't realize someone who turned his back on his duty had any honor left to lose. Is that what you're doing here? Some sad attempt to return to the battlefield and erase your shame?
How can you say that? Don't you make fun of Rowan? He's a great guy for someone who's so old.
You were a skilled tactician in your prime, I grant you that. But how much of that skill remains today? Former Chief of Staff Ilbert. Care to play a game?
A game, you say?
A mock battle, using a real military map. But of course I would understand if you were reluctant to see how time has ravaged your talents.
You don't need to buy into this.
I accept.
Oh, what?
This board lets us control data from historic battles and see different ways they might play out.
And what battle is this data from?
20 years ago, on the Fezabel Outback.
The Battle of Fezabel.
The struggle between the armies of Rashagal and the former king of Azul.
Correct. It was a tragic battle in which both armies suffered heavy casualties from a giant tsunami. It was Ilbert the Conductor's one and only draw.
And you wish to recreate that battle now?
This is no recreation. If I had led Azul into battle, we would have won. That is what I will prove here today. Formation Ichthyes. All troops advance.
The core of the Rashagal army is being pushed back.
Left and right troops spread out to the wings. Surround the enemy's vanguard.
It's no good. The vanguard is unstoppable. What is this power?
That's Gaius' unit. Their first time in battle. You won't surround them so easily.
Both wings advance. Circle to the enemy's flank.
Planning to launch a counterattack from my flank? Such a boring and predictable response. I'll simply attack while your troops are changing course. This battle will be won before the tsunami hits.
The enemy is turning faster than Rashigal.
Look out!
All troops maintain forward movement. Your goal is the high ground behind the Azul army.
What?
Rashigal's army is assembling on the hill.
It's over. It is impossible to defeat a defending army on high ground in so short a time. Soon the tsunami will come and engulf the plains. You will have no choice but to retreat.
And this is what you call a victory?
I am satisfied simply not to lose.
I see. Thank you for the match, Conductor. We will settle this in a different way.
Sore loser!
You did great, Rowan.
It's because I failed in the past. If only I had used this strategy back then.
I think it's great you learned from your mistake.
You're still growing, even at your age.
Indeed. And I still have a great deal more growing to do. I may even grow out of these clothes one day.
This was a really interesting story. Jude's indiscretion. It's really seeable that Rowan is still, well, feeling himself really bad about what happened in the past. And the Chimeriad guys are, how to say that? They are really rude with everyone. I don't like their style, by the way. Jude's discretion. Well, this happened a really long time ago with the Musée and Jude. Jude asked her what is his power or something like that. I don't know. Let's see.
I have you to thank for saving Jude.
Not at all. Jude was quite a help to me. Thanks to his direct tethering with me, I was able to recharge much of my lost mana.
Jude, you direct tethered with her?
Yeah. Musée asked me to. Was that bad?
Bad? It's, direct tethering is something a spirit and a human do when,
Since we were together constantly, he was able to fill me with loads of mana.
I had no idea you were that kind of man.
Milla, wait! Why is she so angry?
I can't believe you'd ask me to explain that to you. Do you just want to hear me say it? Is that what you're into?
Someone tell me what is going on with these spirits.
No comment on that. No comment. Footprints.
My neck is killing me.
Did you sleep on it wrong?
No, it's been this way since I was swept into the Fezabel marsh flow.
I have a poultice you can use, although it was intended for lower back pain.
Jude, it's pretty faint, but I think there's a footprint on your face.
Huh. I did have a dream that Agria was repeatedly stomping my head.
From the size and shape of that footprint, it would seem that dream was no dream at all.
What is wrong with her? Why would she do that?
Maybe she was trying to apologize, saying we got off on the wrong foot?
Oh dear. I'm going to chalk this one up to a concussion.
You don't know how close you just came to getting another boot in your face.
Looking out for little sis.
I'm sorry for getting you tangled up in this war.
Not at all. I welcome the opportunity. As a spirit, I can never forgive those who use Spyrex.
It is good to have your strength on our side. You have my gratitude.
Your gratitude? As a big sister, what choice do I have but to keep my little sister out of trouble?
A bit condescending, aren't we?
Isn't it wonderful to have a family?
Is that what we are?
It would seem so.
Oh, even more? Okay, team player.
That last battle was a little too close.
Agreed. If Jude hadn't been there to save us, it would not have ended well. You have my thanks.
Sure, don't worry about it.
Even in the midst of combat, you really do look out for others. But taking your focus off your opponents like that could land you in an early grave.
I guess it could.
Of course, I wouldn't want to fight with someone who didn't give a damn about me either. So keep up the good work, champ.
Will do.
So in other words, you only want to fight with people who are willing to die young.
No, you got it all wrong. I only want to fight with people who are willing to help me die old.
Alrighty. Oh, one more. She is it, and that's that.
Come on, guys, let's pick up the pace. Huh? Where is everyone?
Hold up!
Leia, when'd you get so slow?
What? You're the one who got fast!
I agree with Leia.
Really?
This is horrible! Humiliating Jude while playing tag was like my favorite hobby!
She calls the game tag, but when Leia caught me, it was always a full-body tackle.
I guess I'll always have those memories.
Leia, you don't need to give up so quickly. There are always alternate methods to catch Jude.
Fireball!
What are you doing? Ah!
There. See? There are lots of ways to tag him without making physical contact.
You're right. Thanks, Milla.
Oh man, I should have just let her tackle me.
Okay. Is this the last one? No. Jude's growth. What's going on here?
Watch your backs, everyone. Don't get complacent.
Jude has grown into such a prudent young man.
Really? Seems like he's been freakishly level-headed since the day he was born.
I wouldn't say that.
Milla?
I'm just remembering the first time we met. And how you panicked when I trapped you in one of Undine's bubbles.
Oh, I haven't heard this story.
Well, come on. Anyone would freak out if they were suddenly attacked by one of the great spirits.
He does have a point.
I know I'd have been terrified.
What? So I'm some sort of monster now?
Hey, it's okay. Meeting you taught me how to cope with difficult situations.
So I helped you to grow? Well, I'm glad I could be of service.
Jude sure has gotten good at dealing with Milla.
If growing up has taught him anything, it's that.
Any other conversations, or was this the last one? It seems that this was the last one. What to do here? Let's go back and let's try to rest. Can I speak to anyone else? And how can I go to sleep? Let me go to one of the rooms and whoa, the door is locked tight. It cannot be opened. Why? What's going on here? I thought that we are ready to go. Or maybe I'm wrong. Meh. Once again, there are 2 rooms on the 2nd floor. Lord Wingle wants you to use them as you see fit. I would like to, but you don't allow me to get inside. Oh. Check. Alright guys, I think I will finish this episode right here. I would like to thank you all for supporting this series with your comments, with your likes, and I would like to thank you very much for that. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider it and push the subscribe button, and you will get notified about the awesome new episodes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Oh,
We must
do I know
commandeer
you?
the bridge.
I've never seen you before.
Huh?
That it up there?
I am your elder sister.
Sister? I don't have a sister.